When the prefix "un" is used, it means not. Therefore, this intro is completely useless. But that's because today I'm talking about 4 films. That's right. Un. Why? Who knows? It's unknown. I'm Zach Bishop, and welcome to 4 Films. First up is the 1992 classic Clint Eastwood directed and starring film,
Unforgiven.
This tale is about a former outlaw working a farm with his family. That is until one day he gets called out of retirement to stop a real dastardly varmint. And yes, clearly this is one of the many inspirations for the video game Red Dead Redemption. Like, it's very obvious. Alongside for this classic western adventure is Morgan Freeman and Gene Hackman, both of them delivering great performances all around as always. Beautifully shot, a superb cast, and a gripping story that holds on to you and never lets go. The only way you'll be unforgiven is if you missed this film. Was that corny? Am I selling out already? Selling out to who? Selling out for what? I'm not making money off of this shit. Next up is M. Night Shyamalan's first superhero film, Unbreakable. In the film, Bruce Willis survives a terrible, terrible train crash, and then he decides to test himself after his son eggs him on, and he realizes that he is physically superhuman. He real strong. Strong indeed. So then of course you throw in Samuel L. Jackson as a frail Mr. Glass, and wackiness ensues. Oh, and there's a small twist. And lucky for us, the audience, this film lands on the side of Shyamalama Ding Dong's good films. Especially back in the day, when you're thinking, wow, first he made The Sixth Sense, and then he's made this movie. I really hope he just keeps going on a good streak of films that... No. The Happening. God damn you, Shyamalan! A little side note about Mr. Shyamalan. There's actually a special, which I think aired on the Sci-Fi Channel. I could be wrong about that, but I saw it years ago. And in the special, it basically frames him as this, like, weirdo psychic, and his stories might actually be true or something. It's just one of the most unintentionally funny things I've ever seen. It'll actually kill you, it's that funny. You'll be dead, and the twist will be that you were actually dead the whole time. But one thing you won't regret is that if you give Unbreakable a watch, you will have a very satisfying film. Third up is 2002's Unfaithful. Starring a piece of cardboard, Richard Gere. Trust me, it's not an insult, it works for this film. And his hot-ass wife, played by Diane Lane. Damn. Damn girl. You fine as hell in this movie. It also stars some French guy and Dewey from Malcolm in the Middle. So despite Gere's seemingly perfect life, it turns out that his wife is a big fat cheater. And of course, then Gere finds out. And that's basically the story. There's a real sense of building tension as the story actually shifts focus from one character to another as it goes on. And more importantly, without giving too much away, it really goes from one secret to another secret. And I just gotta say, in this movie, Dewey is just a little shit. He's leaving toys everywhere, he's pissing his pants, I mean, come on! And surprisingly to note, this film is actually pretty faithful to the original 1970s French film in which this is a remake of, with a whole added third act. With that being said, it's worth a watch. Maybe on a slow Sunday. Last but not least is 2010's Unthinkable. Starring Samuel L. Jackson, Carrie-Anne Moss, Michael Sheen, and a small part for Stephen Root. Because... Anyway, this film might be the most unbelievable of the bunch. This movie really provides 3 different sides of perspective for you to view the plot situation through. And once it's done, it leaves you with the thought of questioning what is the truth behind the situation. Oh, when the situation is that a terrorist has planted 3 nukes somewhere in America. And it's up to Samuel L. Jackson and Carrie-Anne Moss to figure that out. But at what cost? I recommend you watch this movie at least once just to see it and get your own thoughts about it, and maybe watch the last half hour of the film again just to kind of solidify your position on this truth. And that's because the end of the film will have you questioning what is right and what is real. It's very much about how far are you willing to go to get the truth, and what if the truth wasn't the truth? As I said, it questions your reality, and that's something that we all have to do sometimes.
What exactly is real?
What? How did you find me?
I am you, mother.
Well, what do you want?
I'm you that used to make videos when you didn't give a
And why are you yelling?
I ain't yelling. Just don't give a
Are you trying to sound like Samuel L. Jackson?
No, I'm not trying to sound like Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, okay, I guess we'll end it your way. What do you want to say?
Y'all a bunch of motherfuckers.
You're unbelievable.
Oh.